Kaspa has been a rising star in the crypto winter, right? It has been an outlier compared to all other cryptos. Why am I saying that? Just look at the graph. This is the last 1 year price trends of Kaspa, and it has gone up like crazy, right? From some infinitely, it has gone up at least like 7x, I believe. Right? In fact, its all-time high was just 2 days ago when it touched 0.0097 dollars. Is this something that you should get into? Is this is there something happening here? Why is Casper rising like this? We'll talk about that today. So we'll address four things, right? What's great? What are the concerns that I have? What are the risks that Casper might face? And what should you really be doing at this point, especially when the crypto is rising like this? And I'll tell you why it's rising like this and what could be the benefit or the not so much of a good thing for you if you're thinking of investing. So let's get started. Right? What is great about it? Well, what's great is that Casper is a layer one. It's just like Bitcoin in terms of it using a proof of work consensus, and it is just like Ethereum in the sense that it has or it is planning to have smart contracts so that other protocols can be built on top of it. Right now, they use something called Ghost DAG based L1. Now, what exactly is that? Well, Bitcoin, uh, when there is a block essentially created on Bitcoin, what happens is there are different validators or nodes, right? They're putting out blocks, and it is the most important, like the authentic one that gets selected, and then in Bitcoin, it's essentially the one which is selected. Everything else is discarded. There are orphan blocks. Um, Now there is a problem with scaling solutions where essentially because there are so many coming at one shot, they're not able to reduce the time between blocks because of the fact that you have to figure out which one is the right one. What can most in terms of, let's say, most number of connections, it'll end up being the most valid one, right? They follow a little bit of a different approach, and because of that they are an extremely fast layer one. They're approximately generating 1 block per second. This is insanely fast, right? 400 transactions per block and almost 18 parallel blocks going. Right? So right now, Casper is the fastest proof of work chain available, and it is on path to become faster than even many of the proof of stake blockchains that are there. Right? How are they doing that? Well, it's because of this particular thing that they're working on, and there is another interesting thing, right, that they have been doing to increase the speed, which is rewriting Casper's core modules with the Rust language. Right now, this will increase the speed to a great extent, and that's one of the reasons why Casper has been seeing this enormous price rise. Right, because they have seen some early success in terms of this rewrite that has happened, and it is expected to be concluded by the end of this year. Right, so that's something interesting that they are up to. And Caspa is like Bitcoin, no allocations. Everybody had to mine their way through. So nobody got it beforehand. No investor got it early. Everybody got at literally the same price. And they are solving these three problems of the blockchain dilemma, right? Security, decentralization, and scalability to make it the fastest blockchain available. That is what they are aiming for, and they're backed by a very accomplished team. Right now, that's something that is extremely good. The founder and much of the team are hardcore research backed people who have who have done some phenomenal work. In fact, the founder Jonathan, his 2013 paper on the Ghost protocol is cited in the Ethereum white paper, right? So if you look at the team, they're a phenomenal team, and they are working on making this the fastest possible proof of work blockchain. Then there's another thing that they did, right? They made mining hardware requirements very low so that it can be as decentralized as possible. So these are the great things about this blockchain, but there are a lot of concerns that I have. Right now, the first one is that there is no major exchange listing it. Of course, a lot of you will come back and tell me in the comments that that's not really, it's not that's not a big deal. Well, it is, at least to me, it is, because not even one major exchange has listed it, right? If you look at, they just listed on probably 4 or 5 exchanges, and not even one major exchange. That's extremely not Binance, not Coinbase, not KuCoin, no Huobi, nothing. Right? That is a little bit concerning because usually exchanges also do a bit of due diligence, and that's a bit of a red flag if nobody's listing it. Then dilution risk. That's the second big concern that I have. Right? If you look at their Explorer, it'll tell you that there is a hard cap of about this is about 28.7 billion Kaspa. But right now, today, the circulating supply is about 14.785 billion. That means roughly about 51% has been mined. Right? Let's look at the schedule. If you look at the schedule, 14 is somewhere here. That means we are still in like year one. Within the next year, it will go up by at least to about 23 billion. That means it'll go up by at least another 50% from where it is today, and it might go up to 25 billion by the third year. So you're looking at some enormous price dilution in the next couple of years itself. So that's a big risk. Then the next risk is there are no roadmap yet. If you go to the development section, you will see that they have like a list of things that they're working on, and if you click on white paper, they're telling you that there are a lot of research papers, but an official white paper is being scheduled for release and it's not yet ready. That's a bit concerning, especially given the team is so accomplished, right? How are you working randomly without planning for what you want to do for the next few years? That's a bit concerning. And even if you look at the developments in general, right, they're limited. Right? Well, they're working on mostly rewriting what they did into a new language, increasing block time, etc., and the smart contracts implementation does not yet happen. So they're still in very, very early stages and very limited development as of now, and that's a bit concerning. Right? The next thing is the risks. Right? There are several risks, and to begin with, one is that it's a very, very crowded space. There are so many L1s right now with very well-established ecosystems. Right? Just think of this: how will Kaspa ever be able to replace Ethereum and its 8 years or close to 8 years of ecosystem that has developed around it and the billions that have gone into it? Will it be able to replace that? Just think of that. Or will it be able to replace Binance or any other large blockchain that is there out there? It takes a lot of effort, and I feel it's nearly impossible as of now. There is a mining ban threat across the world. Various environmental groups and the politicians associated with that, who might want to ban mining because it's energy intensive and so on. It's possible that Kaspa is not, but still, there is always a threat of that, and it might just if they just decide to ban proof of work, then everything is banned. Ecosystem will take at least 3 years, right? If you go to their ecosystem page, they're saying that, hey, we're early. You're early, it's in its infancy, no smart contracts, layer 2 protocols, tokenization systems yet. Their Rust language rewrite, which concludes in Q4 2022, will lay the groundwork for these advanced functionalities. So there is literally nothing right now, right? Literally nothing. So very early, and I think even once they open up smart contracts and things like that, it will take at least 3 years for an ecosystem to come up. Then the fact that this is a penny crypto. Right? Now this is what I'm very concerned about. Now just look at this. Kaspa is somewhere almost 0.009 cents almost, $9 almost. That means it's probably just 12% away from being 1 cent or 1 penny. So this is one of those cryptos which is like a penny crypto, meaning that a lot of investors are just holding it, hoping that it will go to 1 penny and then they can exit. Or there is like Dogecoin to $1 kind of a move here, where people are trying to push it up to 1 penny, right? It's a psychological barrier. It's a psychological number rather that people want to reach. And even if you look at the all-time high, it went up to 0.0097. That means it was just 0.0003 away from, it was like 3% away from being a penny crypto. Right? And then it collapsed, and this was just 2 days ago. So is this whole rally aiming towards reaching that, and then will a lot of people just exit, and will you be left holding a bag of worthless tokens? Highly possible, right? So what should you do? Well, understand that this is a sub penny crypto. If if some of you are thinking of profiting and exiting, that's totally up to you, because that's something that might happen, and then the price might just come down again, or there will be a little bit of struggle reaching that 1 penny number right now. That's where it's really headed. After that, the rally is a little difficult in my opinion. So be careful of that. Do your own research. And if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. We keep putting out very critical analysis of various cryptos like this. Do join the Telegram group that's linked in the description. We also have a Patreon group, a paid closed community, right? For $3 a month, you get to be part of a community where I give you monthly tips. You can have 8 hours of access to my crypto investing class. And for $10 a month, you can join the exclusive community, the gold community, where I will research one crypto for you, whatever you want for. I will research that and make a video for you, one per month. So that's you can find all that in the description. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, tell your friends about it, and welcome to the Wave Crypto Club.